Hello and welcome to PM Home Edition. I am Sean McMullen with Sighthound Home Services. Today we will be discussing condensation lines. What are they? Where are they? And why are they important? Let's take a look.
Well, we find ourselves in the attic again. This is the HVAC system that's going to have the air conditioning evaporative cooler in it, which is what produces the condensation. So we have our primary condensation lines. They're going to be these guys right here. Those are the primaries. They come down and they go along and they disappear in the floor. This other one here that comes out and comes down, you can see it's connected to the drain pan right there. And that white line comes across and it too disappears into the floor. Wonder where they go. Let's see if we can trace it. The primary should be going into a main drain, usually in a lav, sink, trap, master bathroom, or primary bathroom. And then the secondary should go into the exterior of the building somewhere in a conspicuous location so you can see if it starts to drain. Let's go take a look. Okay, we are here in the master bedroom or master bathroom to take a look underneath the vanity to see what we can find for a condensation line. If you look underneath here, there's a black rubber hose coming out of the wall. That is going to be the condensation line that goes into the drain here. This is the primary condensation line, so we know it does not go to the exterior. It does go into the main drain, so that is good. When we take a look on the exterior of the house from the perspective of where we saw that drain line going from the attic, we can see over this window here we have a piece of PVC sticking down, and that is going to be the actual secondary condensation line. So this is the conspicuous location that the builder has chosen for this house to place that line. Okay, now that we confirmed that the primary drain is underneath the master bathroom lav sink and the secondary drain is on the exterior of the structure over that window near the back of the house. So we know to flush the primary, we can use Clorox, we use a bleach solution, 1/4 cup of bleach to 1 cup of warm water. That's what I have in here. And then for the secondary line that goes to the exterior of the house, we don't want to pour bleach on the side of the house, so we use a vinegar solution to clean out the pan, and then that'll drain through the line to make sure that we have adequate drainage there. There's no algae buildup or anything like that. This trap down here for the primary is a perfect location for algae to build up because there's always water in there. And being hot in the attic and the water there, you can get algae buildup in there and it'll start to clog, and then it'll back up into the secondary unit. When you see water coming out of that secondary pipe on the outside of the house, it's in a conspicuous location because that means your primary is clogged and you're having water collect, hopefully in your pan, or it's not getting into the house. So first, let's take a look at putting the Clorox or the bleach solution into the primary. So use a funnel. You just pour it in slowly in case you do have a clog. That way you don't have to worry about it backing out. And so you're going to let that sit for about 30 minutes, between 30 minutes and an hour, before you actually flush it out, because right now it's all sitting in that trap and it's killing off any algae or anything that's growing in there. At the same time, you can then pour in your vinegar solution at the bottom down here. So let me get that mixed up and we'll do that. Okay, now we have our vinegar solution mixed up in here. We're going to pour that right down in here. So now that's in the pan. It's just going to kind of sit in the pan a little bit, kind of clean some of that stuff out. Again, let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour before you go ahead and flush them on. All right, now that we've had time for the bleach solution to soak in, do its thing, we're going to go ahead and flush the primary. So we're just going to do that by just pouring this gallon in the funnel. flushing that line out. So you don't worry about anything clogging up. Again, you go real slow to make sure it doesn't overflow. You spill out. This water should be warm, it doesn't have to be hot, but it should be warm just to kind of help it push out any debris that was in the line. Now this is important because air conditioners, especially in Texas, it's warm. Air conditioners can produce 20 gallons of condensation in a single day. That 20 gallons is going to be coming through this line and going through and draining out to your main drain. If that's clogged, you're now going to have 20 gallons of water trying to go through your secondary. And if that can't keep up, then it's going to spill out into your pan, and it's going to spill out onto your attic space or wherever your system is. And then now you're going to have water penetrating your surfaces inside your house. And then you're going to get mold and deterioration and bad things like that. So it's very important to make sure that you don't have any clogs. And if you do see water coming out of that secondary condensation line, that you turn your system off and then address this, the clog, whether yourself or call a technician to come out and take a look at it. I'm gonna go ahead and flush the secondary line. All right, so now I've got the water for the secondary line. Let's go ahead and pour that into the pan. So it's a level, and it'll start to drain out. So we want to make sure it gets to this point right here so it can drain out. Okay, I go out to the outside. I can see water dripping out of there. So that means the secondary condensation line is good and it's not clogged because it's allowing water to come through.
So as you can see, condensation lines aren't that difficult to maintain. It's more of remembering to do it. But it's very important that you do your preventative maintenance twice a year to make sure that algae's not growing and blocking those lines. Otherwise you'd have a major problem on your hands. Thank you for watching PM Home Edition. I'm Sean McMullen with Sighthound Home Services. Click on the like link or the subscribe link below. We appreciate your time. And until next time, have a great day.